Credit card data can be stolen a number of ways. Realistically, what we're talking about is the monetization of stealing those credentials. You have to be concerned about ATM skimmers at restaurants, skimmers at retail stores, online presence, as well as how you fill out your applications for making purchases through Amazon and other types of e-commerce types of portals, as well as the traditional just email phishing requests for you to provide that information to them. Often what we find in doing our security intelligence screening, credit card data, ATM card data are being sold in underground forms. This is a typical scenario. It's been going on for many, many years, and there's a lot of different forms that this can happen in. Primarily, the sellers are going to take the skimmed data, parse it out into elements that they can sell off for a monetized amount. Typically, it's dollars per card, and they generally sell hundreds of thousands of cards at one time. In the two largest, most recent data breaches, Target alone was over 40 million credentials that were harvested through that attack. Home Depot is rumored to be up to close to 56 million sets of credentials. What does that translate to? $10 billion in selling those credentials in 2014, and we're looking at close to $19 billion by 2018. When we're really talking about protecting our end users, what we're really talking about is protecting the channels that those users use to facilitate fraud. End users are using ATM cards, phones, portal devices, tablets, computers, as well as online portals. So when we think about what a fraud lifecycle needs to accomplish in order to actually monetize the threat, we break that fraud lifecycle down into three different areas. You have your target and planning stages, you have your deployment stages, and then you have your cashing out stages. We work in a deployment of a total fraud protection, multi-layered approach, and apply solutions to each one of those layers. What we really want to do when we're talking about the planning and targeting stages is to not be a victim in the first place. Proactive detection of both farming, phishing, malware, as well as compromised cards or credentials that are being sold in the underground forms prevents them from monetizing those types of attacks. If we can get in front of the attack, they never move on to the stage 2 or stage 3. Those attacks that you do not detect or prevent in stage 1 really need to focus on how do you protect the end users. We do that with a suite of products called Detect Safe Browsing. Our safe browsing clients and clientless versions offer the banks the visibility they need and the attribution they need to determine risk that's associated with the type of activity that's being performed. This risk allows for indicators of fraud to be identified early on in the stage to prevent them from being able to cash out and monetize. But even with that protection of layer being provided, you still need to be concerned about the cashing out channels. What we do with cashing out channels is we offer two different types of products, both authentication products as well as transaction anomaly products. Those are behavior analytic type of solutions that provide the deviations of normal behavior that would identify risk associated with a transaction. So as you can see, if you apply solutions into all three of those different stages of the fraud attack lifecycle and apply a multi-layered approach, you would greatly reduce your footprint as well as be able to provide yourself a strong posture to threats, and hopefully the bad guys will move on to somebody else.